Hello everybody and welcome back to Parkitect, and we are already in episode number 3 of the Fantasy Island build, and I'm so happy that still both videos are kind of well appreciated. I would love to have more views on it, not because of me but just because of Parkitect as a game. It deserves so much more attention than it has already, and I hope we can grow it a little bit, because I saw a few people out of the Planko community also started playing this a little bit. So yeah, I'm just quite happy that it is actually appreciated by you guys to be seen. And yeah, I just love the game how it is, and I have to say we are still in the pre-recorded stuff, so I'm so sorry if we can't do anything new right now, because there will be one more episode after this one next Sunday. I needed to save this up, I'm so sorry, but I needed to do this in one go because I knew that I will have less time because of university. So there is basically next week again the last episode of this recording, and then we will also have full HD, because as you may have noticed, this is all in a weird aspect ratio, and you will have black bars in the videos because I recorded that on my MacBook, which has still a kind of strange resolution, even though it's called Retina, but you know. Never mind, this is I think not the biggest of a problem, but I can't wait to get back into Parkitect, because there have been so many updates since then, and the beta 1 has been announced. So I'm just so curious to get my hands on it, and I can't wait to show it to you guys then as well, what we can do in the game. There is so much new stuff in the game which is really cool to play around with, and yeah, I'm just generally just so happy that it does work. As you can see here, I was just fiddling a little bit around with the supply stuff, because I did forget to do that at the beginning, and I was a little bit confused how to do it, but in the end it does work. What I wanted to say is as well that we will hide, obviously, the whole backstage stuff in the entire park. We will have also some hotels on the beginning of the island, so where the entrance is, this first area, you may have noticed there is nothing yet. So there will be the training room for the stuff, because we will have a training room available in the next time we play, or the next time we play, in the next time, what, my English, sorry, the next time we play, there will be the training room available, which we will then use and hide this inside of one of the hotels we will do. And yeah, there is so much more stuff, and I finally can use some mods, which is also pretty cool, because there's so much cool stuff the modding community is doing, and I just wanted to basically use it, or use the hell out of it, because it's just so cool what you can do with it, and just make your park a million times better. But yeah, as I said, I couldn't do that on the MacBook because it didn't feature a plugin I needed, and since I don't have the admin rights, I can't do it. That's basically it. What we are doing today is a waterfront. After just finishing the last things around the carousel, I was going on to the next point. I wanted to do this for quite a long time. After having my fingers on the game the first time, I just wanted to do a basic waterfront, because it seemed it looks pretty nice in the game when you have this water. I just love the cartoony pixel isometric, how on earth I even want to call this, but the graphics itself are so cute, but it also looks so nice if we just have the interaction with the water, because it's so colorful and it's popping out like really nicely. And yeah, that's the reason why I wanted to have this little waterfront over here, and we will do also a kind of little restaurant on the other hand side. And yeah, mentioning this is also the first thing I needed to do then with the mods, and this is basically some nice benches, picnic benches and stuff, which you can put all the way around, and this is what the mods also deliver, which I hadn't in the game on this very moment. But yeah, apart from that, I think it just works quite well how we approach this little area over here. As you can see, I tried to make a little fence out of the cables. I think it does work quite well, but yeah, I'm still just exploring my creativity in the game, and how we can deliver all this together. I have to say, I don't know how this will be when I get my fingers on the game again, because it's now over a month ago that I played the game. But yeah, it's always fun to go back to the videos and see what I did back then, and I hope that I can get quite quickly back into the flow, because it's quite funny. The first video I made out of footage of, I believe, 2.5 hours or something, and the next videos are also out of footage which is a lot longer, but I got, you know, I got to build so much quicker, so that there is so much more going on in the video, so I could or I just needed to speed it up less than before, because otherwise it would be a mess for you to follow the video, because it would be just way too quick. But yeah, did I just mention that I love the staff path? It's so cool. I wish we have something like that in Planet Coaster somewhere someday as well, because it's just so cool to hide all the paths. I mean, we did this in Koali Beach on our own, just as a cosmetic one, but in the end it is so cool to have that actually functioning. I mean, you can do this somehow now, but I just love it, how it is in this game as a native feature, and it's so cool. I just think the management aspect of Parkitect is just so good, and I can't wait to play some scenarios in the game as well. I just can't wait. And you guys, you should be excited for this as well, because it's yeah, really important. That said, if you still haven't got the game yet, I would suggest that you go and buy the game quite quickly, because they already raised the price a tiny little bit now as they go into beta. It's totally understandable, because they need to, you know, somehow get the money together to make the game develop a little bit quicker, because they are now developing the game for quite a long time, and moving into beta means they take a serious approach on finally getting the game together someday, and so money is needed, which is basically always an important thing. And so if you like the game, just go ahead and buy it. It's not that high of a price, you know, I believe it's $19.99 at the moment, so it's definitely worth the price. And I remember back the day that people paid that price for Rollercoaster Tycoon World, so question yourself if that's a fair value or not, but obviously it isn't. So yeah, just mentioning this, it's maybe a good idea to get the game. And no, I'm not affiliate. I'm having no connection at all to the developers or something. I just love the game, how it is, and how it has been played, and how the management aspect works, and it's just a good game, and I just wanted to recommend a good game. So please don't get me wrong on this. If you don't want to get this, it's fine as well. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that. As you can see here, I'm struggling a little bit with the foliage, and I have so much hope that in the future we will be able to plop down foliage without collision control, because there is some collision for the trees, I believe, but I'm quite sure there's a mod to deactivate that, but I haven't checked that in detail yet. But anyways, you can see how now the overall waterfront comes together, and I pretty much like how you can use the cacti to make this ground shrubbery work. And I also already downloaded a lot of other shrubbery which you can get from the mod source of what's it called again? Parkitect. Is it Parkitect Club or something? I don't know. I will put down the link in the description, because I forgot how it's... No, it's Parkitect Nexus. That's the name. It's Parkitect Nexus. It's a really cool website where you can get some great mods. And yeah, if you haven't watched, by the way, the schematics team episode of yeah, Parkitect Update, you should definitely do so, because it's also with Blind IRL, and he's got some serious connection with the devs, and he does know a lot about the history of the game, and a lot about what's going on, and what we will get and what we won't get, and stuff like that. So it's really interesting. You should consider watching this if you haven't already. This time I really try to put down the link in the description. If I do forget, what I hope I don't, but if I do, just go to YouTube, go into the search bar, type in schematics and Parkitect. You should be able to find that quite quickly, and it's a really interesting episode, so I really recommend that you will watch this, because I use this all the time, because this video is way better than I could explain that on my own. But anyways, now we get into some serious stuff, guys. We built a coaster. Honestly, this is my very first coaster I finished in the game. Not quite sure if it's too good or not, but you know, I won't start now to go too crazy about coasters in Parkitect. So at the beginning I had some issues with the controls to build the station. I'm not quite sure what I did exactly wrong, but somehow I managed to do it in the end, so that's pretty much what I needed to do, but it worked out quite well. And yeah, everything from now on is a pretty normal Minetrain layout. I will focus on theming this more than I focused on building the actual track, but I think it's solid. It's not the best Minetrain ever, but I think it's a solid coaster in that kind of sense that it is a pretty normal Minetrain. Nothing too special about the layout in general. It's nothing I planned out or layouted for a month or something. It's just built to fit in this very space we have over there. Just wanted to get over the bridge a little bit to make the entrance into this little area over here, which won't be exactly, you know, it won't be a Minetrain area. The whole island will be a fantasy island, so this island itself is the themed area. So we won't have different areas. We will have a little bit of a spooky area maybe around the spooky house, but that's about it. So it's nothing major about theming the areas on its own. It's all fantasy-ish in a way, and that's basically what I can tell about this. I didn't even notice that the coaster wasn't making it, but in the end I fortunately saw that the coaster wasn't making it over this little hill over there. It's not too quick overall, the coaster. I think it's got a pretty good pace in terms of a family-friendly Minetrain. This will be a quite intense drop over here, going into the underground and then coming out, just close to the station again. But yeah, I just wanted to try out the possibilities of the coaster the coaster builder in the game, and it worked out quite good. So I'm, as I said, happy with the result. I try not to repeat myself too much now, because it's I just don't know what I else could say about this coaster. It's judge yourself. Just give me your feedback in the comments if you like it or not. I'm quite happy with the end result. I'm pretty sure you will like it more once it's finally themed, because I am quite sure that the theming is kind of decent. I guess it's rather decent. It's good in the end. I'm happy with it as far as I had the in-game possibilities, and I will see what I can do else with some mods. And yeah, basically that's it about this episode from my side. I hope you enjoyed this little episode, and see you next time with Parkitect next Sunday, and as usual with some more Planet Coaster stuff within the week. So see you then, guys, and bye bye.